In a world of gods and monsters, dragons and giants, ghosts and vampires, mere mortals are small, frail things. It's easy to be fearful in such an unkind world, and even easier to understand those who would risk an unkind death to obtain a power they could wield in the face of their frailty. But those who gamble with their lives tend to forget something very important. There are worse fates than death. The wretched visage of the Drachnid is a perfect example of such a fate, twisted from the perfection that is Tyrdal into a creature of servitude, bowing under the yoke of a vampire. While it's common tavern talk that Mayung Mistmore created the Drachnid, there's more to the story, and this one just so happens to start in the Lavastorm Mountains. For such an inhospitable place, a diverse number of groups are interested in the hard-earned riches that can be found there, and it's easy to overlook the humble spiders and beetles that crawl across the scorched rock. You'd never think they had anything to do with a dragon. Following his imprisonment by his own kind, Lord Nagathan immediately began experimenting with the powerful energies of Solusek's eye. He took common spiders and fire beetles and magically modified them into creatures strong enough to deal with any groups of would-be dragon slayers. Nagathan's greatest success dwells in a 320-foot tunnel called the Shaft. The shaft was being drilled by the Solusek Mining Company's Pride and Joy, a mechanical monstrosity duly named the Mole. The company's obscene device was once able to chew through stone with the power of 100 dwarves, but now it lies broken in the shaft, in need of repair, though it can't be reached because of Mother. Fondly named by the dragon himself, Mother is a truly massive spider, one that could rival Tarantula in size. Suspended on hundreds of thick webs, surrounded by cocooned victims, she lurks at the top of the shaft, awaiting her next meal. Atop her back is what appears to be a yellow patch. In truth, this is a far smaller spider called Father, who has fused himself to Mother. While otherwise defenseless, Father is able to exude a poisonous cloud when Mother is under attack. This pair of arachnids are the parents of stone and noxious spiders, but not the Drachnid. That dubious honor goes, in part, to another resident of the Lavastorm Mountains, the dark elf Najina. She dwells in what is thought to be old Sisar ruins, studying necromancy and the energies of the eye. Using either the same method that Nagathan developed, possibly consulting the dragon himself, or her own ingenuity, Najina was able to find a way to breed truly massive Black Widow spiders. She sent several of her pets, along with an emissary, to the vampire Mayung Mistmore as a gift, hoping to impress the old vampire. Mayung saw promise in the giant spiders, but he also saw Najina's pride and vanity. To ensure she did not forget her place, he fused her emissary to one of the Black Widows and returned him with a message, thanking her for supplying the raw materials for a true servant creature. Mayung continued using Najina's gifts and his own dark elf servants to create the first brood of Drachnid. Once they were able to hatch disgusting babies of their own, he dispatched his cluster of spiders to Kunark and Velius, using them to spy on the dragons and Furiona V outpost. Those sent to Velius never reliably reported back, however, either succumbing to the harsh elements or rebelling against their creator to worship their own queen instead. Drachnids are formidable, if not appealing, opponents. With the magic of a Tyrdal, the mobility of a spider, and a tendency to cooperate with each other, they've become a force to be reckoned with. They can even speak a butchered version of dark speech, Not that they have much to say to anyone aside from Mayung himself. A good deal of his creations have joined him in the demi-plane of blood, serving in his battle against the god Salusek Ro. This is exactly why I stay away from vampires. They seduce you and say they'll turn you into an immortal beauty, but the next thing you know, you're being grafted to a giant spider and sent to Velius to freeze your thorax off. Isn't that right, Drachnid? Can you imagine how long it would take to shave all those legs, or find 8 pairs of matching shoes? The horror. The horror. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.